This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so last night things got really heated between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. But before that, we talked about the Ice Spice thing yesterday, and I told you that conversation with Cardi B talking about Ice Spice was 100. It had to be registered. So if that was the case, she knew she was going to leak that yesterday. It wasn't somebody else recording it. It was registered with Warner Brothers Music Group. Okay? Atlantic. They registered it. Okay? So the guy that manages Ice Spice was like, yo, I didn't record or leak that call. You hear me on speaker with your manager, Tubby, who called me with you on three-way. You can literally hear that in the clip. The audio did not come from me. I respect the private conversations, and I'm not in the business of leaking anything. Well, Cardi B says, but wait, James, because I know you didn't only record the beginning of that conversation. Go ahead, baby, post the whole 11-minute conversation. You know what's crazy about this? So I know it was registered with Atlantic because when I played a clip of it, it got registered. It got actually a worldwide block on it. So she's monetizing it. This is diabolical. This is worse than anything accuses Nicki Minaj of. This is straight up lies. I don't respect that. I like Cardi B, like her music. Hey, I'm proud of the progress she did in her whole. I mean, she's just, she did a lot. But this is craziness. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is insane. It's straight up lies. So yeah. Anyways, that happened. But then Nicki Minaj leaned into her hard, right? And then she was like, "Culture vulture, you ugly too." So she's coming for the kid. She says Barney dangerous because she calls her Barney B. Bodega Barney, what up? Your sister can get that chest caved in if you pregnant with another. And then she called. I'm not even gonna repeat that. Or a roach right now. For entertainment purposes only. Culture, you a roach. See, I don't get that. Well, I don't get why Nicki is going for the kids, though. I don't agree with that. I know she's mad, and obviously Cardi B's she's giving Cardi B what she wants. Cardi B was aiming for a beef with Nicki Minaj to promote this album. Let's be real about it, okay? Like, she came after Ice Spice, she came after Bia, anybody affiliated with Nicki Minaj, she was coming for them, okay? So, this was all part of the plan. Clearly, right? So, then she says, Cookie B, please don't sniff coke with baby number 4 and 5. Word to Carlos, culture, a vulture, and her mama a crow. So stupid to not see once Wendy ate that crow. What happened? They paved you to do the next hex to yourself. You flop ass, heavy tongue, HOE. Then she says, so then Cardi B says, bitch, you wish you could call my daughter ugly. Culture is beautiful, and you know that. Your hate is so deep and dark and nasty because your son nonverbal, because you messed him up with drugs, and you're jealous of everybody's kids and their happiness. Where do you stop talking? You said F vulture. What? That slow sun came out of your PUSSY. You was wishing so much negativity on me while I was pregnant. And look at your karma. Look what your rotten PUSSY produced. Now he a whole 5-year-old tippy-toeing around the house because he can't spell his name. Papa Bear, I'm sorry you can't speak. And banging spoons because your mom couldn't put drugs down. I'm sorry your mom not even paying attention to you on your own birthday because she's so obsessed and dark-spirited. I'm so sorry. This is nasty. So then Nicki Minaj says, is I'm the Barney B and I'm the flop. I'm lying about fertility when the queen has never once seen or spoken to a fertility doctor in her life. Is the one I'm sleeping with trade while hubby effing sweetie talking my big gooey hole for alimony. Okay, so She's talking about Offset coming after Cardi B for money and smashing Sweetie. There's another part where she talks about Cardi B's going to be homeless in 36 months. I don't see how that's possible. She says, Barney B, don't know this, but some women plan their pregnancies, you dirty Heineken. We don't just smash guys while we're pregnant and trade who got 4 other people. So Stephen Diggs getting 4 other people pregnant. You see, the devil has to collect. You sold your soul. She says she's pregnant by her first love. Okay, so then we talked about this. We already talked about that. Then she says, y'all have 15 minutes. Green light. And then she says, also, let me say this, though. I have never had fertility issues. It's not something to be used as a drag until you know the woman who actually living that pain, blaming themselves. We could only imagine and pray for them, love them, uplift them, not use women as a punchline. And then she says, hold on one sec. Then she talks about Barney B flop, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's cruise through this, man, because this is... they're just doing too much. Then she says, wait, bring that ass here. You talking about my father? My father never been to jail a day in his life. Get a detective and tell them the records. Don't put them dirty allegations from your bloodline on mine. Your daddy was a crackhead, and your brother was raping his stepchild. You got the medical records on me? Post them. You gonna leave me alone today? Just tell you something. Let this be the last time you mention my kid's name before I spill the tea on yours. While you talking about ABCs, you gonna leave me alone today. I'm sick of you. Like, damn, how you pressed over an album you ain't got a hit or mentioned in. You got your feelings hurt. I ain't paid her no attention. And she says, girl, it's your son's birthday. Go spend time with him. So then Poetic Flacco, he also noticed that, hey, Cardi B had to know that they're fraudulently claiming audio because they're the ones who recorded the audio. They're the originators in possession of the original audio, unless they are claiming audio they don't even own. Because look, on behalf of Atlantic Records, WMG, on behalf of Atlantic Records, I got that same thing. You got to take it off, right? Then Nicki Minaj says, leaked it once Barney B started trending. Allegedly, Papa first party over. He got 4 more to go. Let's go. Drop the receipts. Rico Nation. Desiree, you sent Jigga man broke, huh? I don't know what she's talking about there. She knows. Nobody else knows. Then she says, where's the roach spray? I'm going to spray that girl with her mouth. And then she talks about her album coming out in March. Lucian Elliott, Rico Nation, I promise you. Tell that Drizzy to stand down, I promise you. Lucian Elliott and Rico Nation. Barney Dangerous. Bodega Barney, what up? Your sister can get... Okay, we already talked about that. Cookie Beat. Okay, we talked about this. And someone says she's doing exactly what Nicki wants her to do. Exactly. That's what she can't see. She's confirming a lot of defamatory claims that was placed by certain people, and now she's in bed with claims that have been planted for years and used to hurt Nicki's brand. Well, that's a barb. Trying to call me out to fight because I'm pregnant. You never had that energy when I see you in person. I saw you at 2 Met Galas and you never had that same energy. But where are you at? My guys is outside right now. This is Cardi B. Just, you wish you could call my daughter ugly. Oh, we already talked about that. See, these are all jumbled up. Then we got... says F culture. You're talking about kids, man. She's so stupid. Find me. Remember, you called the cops on us last time. You made them tell us we had to leave New York City because your man was afraid for your lives. Drop the receipts, Barney B. You'll be eating out of garbage cans in the Bronx. And she says, "You lying, funky feet girl. Nobody called the cops on you. You're dumb." Online talking about doing threats. He was on probation. You was talking tough. Drop the Addy. And she says, F Ultra, what? You slow, son. That came out your pussy. Then she says, you was wishing so much negativity. Look at you now. So yeah, this is messy. They're talking about kids. No. It's bad. Anyways, we'll get to some more news in a minute. I appreciate you guys. I just wanted to get that one on the docket. Peace.